So I've recently been thinking about some of the pitfalls that I fell into and have fallen into in the past when it comes to building business partnerships. One of the trends I realized that I saw in my life and finding the right business partners is you've got to pay attention to what's brought you business partners that weren't that good or that weren't aligned with you. So two things have put me in situations where I've made business partners that weren't the best fit. One, I met this person through social media, meaning that I specifically went out saying, hey, I'm looking for people to work on X or Y project with, whatever it is. And solely on that relationship through social media, through putting out my willingness to just kind of let whoever come and be business partners with me, just doing those things, it's much less possible or probable that you are going to find a really good business partner just judging by that. If that's where you start, it's really important to meet up with people in person multiple times. And I say in person because there's so much that you see about a human being and how they operate from being around them in person. How do they act during the day? What are their habits like? Are they going to the gym? Are they taking care of themselves? Or do they have what seem to be good relationships, right? Can they communicate honestly? And when you see people in person, you get a much better idea of what they actually have to offer, potentially working in business. So that's just number one. The second thing that has created business partnerships that weren't ideal is choosing to work with somebody in your business on like a leadership level because somebody else you trust and know recommends them. Now, that's, again, only a start. There's so much more beyond that that you really have to get down to. So, of course, if you trust somebody and you've worked with them for even years, right, or even less, and you really do trust them in their business decisions, well, they can make mistakes too, just like you can. Right? They can make mistakes, judgments of character that are not on point, or maybe some prejudgments that they already have about themselves and how they want to interact in the business and how this person can, be a part of it. We can all make those mistakes trusting the wrong people. And so if you only go off of the recommendation of somebody who you know and trust of, hey, this could be a good partnership for us, right? And that's the only metric you use, much more likely you're going to end up in a position where you regret that decision. Now, I think in both of these situations, both through just social media and both through being introduced by somebody you know, can yield good business partnerships, but they can't do it just by themselves. You have to take the time and the energy to understand who somebody is in person, who somebody is on social media, and how somebody else interacts with you and your team if you're in business, or you and your family if you're just living your life, right? This is advice for anybody. That's the key to long-term success is first having a strong long-term purpose, and second, having strong long-term relationships. And when you do that, you build better businesses, better communities, better families, and a better life.